Hi everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to just show you these cute little ornaments I made. I made these two last year, and then I went to Michael's and got these this year. It came in a pack of 5 and it had the nice cording on it. So all it is napkin decoupage to this wood. And I wanted to add some snow around the edge. These two, like I said, were mine from last year. Let me get that straight. So I'm going to practice on those, figure out what I want to do. So yeah, I just used a matte medium and decoupage the napkin down on that and let it dry. And so yeah, I made one for each of my kids, and I'll write a note on the back, you know, with my name, Mom, and the year. So I thought I'd elevate it to the next level here. I don't have any matte medium left. I do have collage medium matte, or I have art glitter glue. It's the first time I'd be using art glitter glue for actual glitter, but I think I just want it around the edge. I mean, that's how I envision it. It's like just snow around the edge of it and not real even, if you know what I mean. Kind of a little more haphazard. So we'll see how these turn out. You could use Mod Podge, of course, any collage medium to collage them down onto the wood. But I made one for each of my kids, because this is the napkin. It was like this. And one for my friend and one for my mom, just as a little side gift. I usually make my kids something, and it's usually a lot bigger of a project than this, but not this year. And for no other reason other than I've gone big the last few years, and you know, they need to store this stuff, so it's not coming out great. Let's see what I did here. I guess I'm supposed to take that off. That makes sense. To take that off, and then just... So I got this glitter at Joann's yesterday. I just kind of wanted something that looked like snow, and this crystal glitter did the trick to me. So I hope everybody's well. Just doing short little projects, trying to get them finished early so that I can, you know, move on to other things. I don't think it would be that bad all over it, but I don't want to, I just feel like it needs to be a little thicker, or this is why I wanted to experiment on mine. Or just on the bottom, or just on the tree. I don't know. So speaking of trees, I want to tell you, oh, I like that much better. My Christmas tree did not work out at all. So I put it up early and let it sit there for a few days. And, you know, Sky was eating the needles, and that's not good. So I kind of broke them of the habit, I think, of that, with just patience and you know, and repeating it. But then the other... I have a video. Oh my gosh. The other night, Oliver climbed into it. He actually got stuck. And all I could think of is and then he knocked it down. If this tree, and it was only 5 feet, and it was on, I think it was 5.5 feet. It was on top of a cedar chest. Oh yeah, that's much prettier. I like that. All right. When it dries, I think it'll be really nice. Oh, I kept thinking of it. If it was decorated and he had knocked it over, it would have been Something. So yesterday when I was at Joann's, and that's why I went to Joann's, I got this tiny little pre-lit 3-foot tree. And are they interested? And it's not going to have any decorations on it, but they were immediately interested in it, but they've been leaving it alone. I think it's small enough, and I felt like, you know, if it gets knocked over or whatever, it's not like a 5.5-foot tree getting knocked over. But I have to tell you, I just like the lights for the illumination of it. And yeah, so I love my little tiny tree that I got. And I had it lit last night, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm sticking one decoration on that because it'll just attract them. And honestly, I'm almost done decorating inside. Everything, I kind of just looked at it and assessed it and thought, could these kittens get into this? Oh, and he knocked over one of my lamps, and I can't get it to work now because I had a bow on it. And the bow was like, you know, he was like a bull. The bow was just attracting him. And my son was like, oh, that was your first rookie mistake, putting a bow on it. And he said he was kidding, but it's been a while since I, you know, had a kitten. And, you know, my Angel was 18 and she left everything alone. So it's been interesting. But it's funny. I knew the tree was going to be a problem. You know, they're cats. It's a tree. You know, I can't get mad about it. And even if I anchored it, I just tied it to, yeah, the way he was climbing in it, it just, it was just, I was like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. They're so funny. They truly do bring a lot of joy into my world. And I am quite happy with my tiny little tree, and it's super cute. And it illuminates my living room perfectly. Yes, this is a little early for me to be decorating, but I think I've mentioned before that I have a lot going on this weekend. See, I don't want it to look so even. Like, that looks too even to me. All right, so there's one. So yeah, that's been the excitement. The tree debacle, which that's why I put it up early, just to sit up before I decorated it, or I just wanted to see how this was going to go down, and I had a feeling it was going to go down, like literally. And they did not disappoint. And Sky was so like sad when I took it down. He just laid there where it was, and you could tell he was sad, like he was somehow innocent in all of it, and he really wasn't. He was one of the main eaters of it. And that's dangerous, so I couldn't have that either. So my number one is just to keep them safe and, you know, have a nice holiday with them and my kids, of course, my family, but that's who lives with me, so you gotta have a sense of humor, right? I didn't, you know, I have glass pumpkins. I didn't put any of those out during Thanksgiving this year. Just things are a little on hold until and they have calmed down a lot since they were neutered in July, I think it was. So, but they are still kittens, and it's still a tree. So I think these are really pretty. They're gonna thank me later for the glitter, I'm sure. Right? I kind of wanted more around the bottom, I think, to make it kind of look like the bird was sitting in snow. So, a cardinal's significant to my mom and my friend Rose, so I think they're going to get the cardinals. Of course, I'm going to keep the two I made last year, and I'll give my kids the other bird. That's kind of what I was going for. I didn't really want it over the whole thing. Yeah, so that was my excitement this week. I gotta put this down a little more. So this one may not get glittered. So I have this collage medium that came in a subscription box. I think I'll just rub that around the edge since it's out and see how that works. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, I hate glitter actually. You know what I mean? It's just a mess. Like I said, they're gonna thank me later, I'm sure, for this. But I'll pound on it for a while to make sure it's all the loose pieces are pretty. It would be pretty over the whole thing, but enough is enough. And I'll pour all that back in once these dry for a while. So that's one little project almost done. They just have to dry. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with them, how they turned out. Where is my needle to this? I'm gonna regret the glittering on my craft desk, but I'll make sure it's cleaned up nice. And yeah, so everybody, I hope you have a nice day. Maybe this will give you an idea to do something like this too. Super easy project. I think they turned out pretty nice. All right, have a great day, everyone.